Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Camille Khan, and I'll be presenting to you today my application in which enhances the college student's experience in an academic standpoint. Far too many times during my undergraduate career, and even at my graduate level, I've seen myself and others fall for outside distractions that hinder progression with studying habits. Whether this being hanging out with friends or family or attending functions around campus, there's always been things that stray the individual's mind based on things other than studying. One of the major distractions that not only myself but other college students have said that limit themselves is that of Facebook, Instagram, and other social media outlets that kind of put them in a mindset of not wanting to study. College students in particular always tend to find out information today, whether that being of worldwide news or things that are going around campus from that of Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or things of that sort. This may be good for times, this may be good in certain aspects, but when it comes to exams and the progression within the academic field, this limits them in terms of trying to enhance their mindset in regards to what's going on. Something that I wanted to go over was the basic functions of the app. The basic functions of the app will be designed to have the user create a username and password to log in and list the name of social media outlets that they take part in on a daily basis. After plugging in the apps, the interface of DetachMe will have you put in basic information about the user to build a profile. For example, they'll put in their name, age, college, email, etc. After creating the profile of the user, the application will have the user give information regarding the percentage of the time that they feel that they spend on social media on a daily basis. Next, the user will then be prompted to plug in a desired date that the social media app will sign off and the desired date that they would like to be able to open the app again. On the date for when the user would like to sign back into the social media, the app will generate an automatic password so that they will be able to sign back on. One of the main issues in terms of people wanting to deactivate their Facebooks or their Instagrams or any social media is the fact that they can deactivate it but still go back on whenever they'd like. This eliminates that factor. This will eliminate the possibility of the user of the social network to deactivate their social network, and this will better them in terms of their studying habits. By creating this app, I feel it will increase productivity amongst the college community. Some of the positives that I see that this app can do is being able to track the student's progression from their first exam when they did not have DetachMe, the name of the app, and after they download it, and then see how well they're doing with it. This will serve as motivation for each individual because they will want to continue receiving their grades that they've been receiving since they downloaded DetachMe. The app will have voice recognition so that you can plug in the dates that you would like for the app to begin, and so that will be utilizing the microphone within the phone or the tablet or whatever type of device that they will be using. Something that I also wanted to go over was the competition that DetachMe will probably face during the time. One of the two major apps that do the same thing or something of similar realms of the app is an app called Antisocial and an app called LeechBlock. They both serve the purposes of signing off of the application, but at the same point, these are only for a certain amount of time in terms of one that's only going towards 8 hours or only for a specific day. It's nothing that DetachMe has in terms of setting a specific date and then going to another date that will help the student. And something that LeechBlock and Antisocial or other apps such as these is the fact that they're not just geared towards the college community, which is what DetachMe does. DetachMe is only geared towards the college community at first in terms of making sure that each student is on top of their grades and their studying habits to make sure that they're progressing each year while having DetachMe on their phones or their tablets. Something other than that differentiates DetachMe and these other apps is the fact that it is geared towards enhancing the mindset of each individual within the college community, but also one of the main things that the application does, and something that Fitbit has been successful with, is the fact that the application will give you a competition feature. So one of the main things that I've seen in myself and other individuals have seen is that competition fuels individuals to keep going harder and wanting to do better. So if they're competing with students around the university that have detached me as well, they will have the opportunity to plug in their application or their grades rather, to be able to compete with their competition around the university or around their classes, and this will motivate them to want to do better and beat their classmates and beat their last scores. This is one of the biggest things that I feel will help rejuvenate students to want to do better within their time during their college experience. Moving forward, one of the things that I feel that this will be solving in terms of a business model will be the lessening of students not doing well on exams, and this will just be able to have them look at their mindset in terms of doing better within their exams, doing better within their classes in general, and being able to progress each year from when they're a freshman to when they're a senior. One of the main issues that I see with Detach Me is the fact that social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and so forth may feel as though Detach Me is getting rid of some of their users based on the fact that they think that they are eliminating each user each time they sign into Detach Me. That's the misconception. The fact that Detach Me does not deactivate accounts but simply puts it on hold while the users still hold on to their accounts. It's basically in limbo until they set the date that they'd like to go back into their Facebook or Instagrams. Some of the people that are going to be part of the Detach Me team will be the application developer, finance director, social network director, legal team, research team, and data analysis team. All these people are going to be key people in terms of the progression of the app, and hopefully for the app to reach new heights in later years. I anticipate the app to cost somewhere in the ballpark of $500,000. I researched it on savvyapps.com in terms of big applications and wanting to reach new heights, and $500,000 is the general amount to have an application do this well. Later on, I see this app, after being developed and reaching out to the community, it may start off as a free app at the beginning, but then at some point, to gain more revenue, we'd want to start it at $3.99 in the App Store. Lastly, in terms of what I'd like to speak about, is just how it's going to improve the user. The application is geared towards the betterment of each individual while they embark on the journey through college and potentially life in general. It will help individuals realize the importance of not being dependent on social networks and shift their focus to what the main objective is during their time within their respective university, which is doing better within each class. Now what I want to do is show you what the application will look like, and we will move forward from there. Moving forward, this will be the tutorial page in terms of what the application will actually look like and what it will entail. Starting off, it will go with the welcome page, where it will basically just give you a list of the major applications in terms of what college students use: Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Next, it will go into the basic info page, where it will give you a list in terms of who you are, by listing it by your name, age, gender, college year of graduation, and major. This will just be for data collection for the application itself. Next, it will go into listing the social networks that you'd like to deactivate or get rid of for a certain amount of time during your exam sessions. Next, it will go on to the dates that you'd like for the application to start and for when you'd like it to end, and give you an automated password at the end. And lastly, it goes into the competition page, which I feel will resonate best with college students based on the fact that they will want to go into competition with their classmates, and this will help motivate them in terms of doing better within the exams. And as you can see the daily competition, the weekly competition, and the yearly competition. This will all go into data for the application itself, and then at the end, it will give you an overall rank in terms of where you are with the rest of your classmates. And in summation, that is everything in regards to what Detach Me entails. Thank you for listening.